Chat, please welcome to the tabletop, Nancy. Welcome, Nancy. How we doing today?
Thank you. How you doing? I am doing well.
All right. So, how we feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah. You're excited. You're like super smiling.
Yeah. Shake them out. Loosen up.
You dropped our mics because we're too loud.
Yeah, we were just. Lil Jeff, mic is off, and I got you, brother.
Okay, so
I got you. Maybe it's because I'm eating the mic.
Oh, you're too close. Okay, that sounds better.
That sounds definitely better. You're one, I'm two, right? Hello, MS guest. I'm sorry you're dealing with these messes. Oh man, this is what we go through every day. Snot's like our quality control. Back here, I'm telling you, one day we're gonna make you a mod, Snot.
Yep.
Let's get back into it.
She hasn't quit on us yet.
Ain't quit on us yet.
Nancy, would you like to introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about who you are, what you do,
okay,
and all that stuff like that? Don't be nervous. You got this.
You got this.
Well, I see your TikTok videos and your YouTube videos. You got this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Remember, you're with us. They're just behind.
Yeah.
They're behind the keyboards.
So, I'm Nancy Santana.
Nice to meet you, Nancy.
And I am a Reiki master, spiritual advisor, life coach. I hold different modalities to align my clients, their mind, body, and soul. Aligning with heart. That's my tagline. So I've been doing this since 2012.
Damn, that's good. That's what's up. That's awesome.
And so over the years, I've besides being a Reiki master, I've taken other modalities and just continue to add to my spiritual toolbox. So that when a client comes to see me, I'm able to serve them in the highest way.
Can you explain what modality is?
Modality is an alternative treatment therapy. So a modality would be Reiki. A modality is a Seraphim Blueprint. That's something that I do as well. Theta healing, hypnotherapy, sound bowl therapy, which is with the crystal bowls. I do that.
It's very soothing.
Kundalini yoga. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher as well. So a modality is someone that's looking for an alternative way to balance themselves. Wellness. Now, we do not take, we're not doctors, and we would not give medical advice. So this is something that someone can add to, their lifestyle.
Okay, cool beans. That's awesome. See, I didn't know that. And then on top of you just very white boys. Come out. I'm just joking. So no, that's amazing because you are the first that we've had on the show. So that's amazing. So this is because me and my brother, we always say we're certified yappers, as you can tell from other places that we know each other from. But it's amazing because you're about to teach us something different. Because that's something. Because me and my brother, we look at ourselves as spiritualists. As you can see, we saged the house before you came. We put the incense candles just to block the negative juju from coming in. All that stuff like that. So
but we ain't pros like you though.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're nowhere near that. So I don't want to mess it up, and then the house ends up burning down. Knock on wood. Tomorrow. So we're just kind of here to kind of learn what you do and just give the perspective to the audience that don't know what Reiki is, because they might have heard it, but they don't know in detail like what it is, or if they need it themselves, because some people don't look for Reiki. Some people try to find religion. Some people try to find a walk path, like taking journeys or trips or something like that, just to find themselves. But if there's an alternative here, especially in Southwest Florida, because we are growing, and a lot of people don't know that there is these tools that you can actually apply to help somebody out, especially if they're struggling with a spiritual journey or something like that, you're available. So that'd be amazing. So my first question to you is, what? And you don't have to go into detail, because we always tell people you don't have to make it personal. You can be vague. You can change the names, do whatever you want. But what made you want to get into Reiki back in 2012? Yeah.
My personal journey.
Okay.
My personal healing journey.
Okay.
I wanted to heal, wanted to balance my, my inner being. I knew that my life needed to change, and I went in and received a Reiki session from the person that would become my teacher.
That's awesome. That's
sensational. Now, sorry to cut you off. At any point, were you ever skeptical of?
No.
So you were fully ready to just.
My journey, I know, started back in 2009.
Okay.
But when you're going through things in life, and that's usually when people find me.
Wow, that's amazing.
When you're going through things in life, whether it's a traumatic event, you feel lost, you feel unbalanced. Something in your soul is gonna say, "Hey,
know. Oh yeah.
So I wasn't, I was reading different books, listening to different speakers that began to change my way of thinking and feeling. And I went into, at the time they had a store in Fort Myers, the Mystical Moon in Fort Myers, and I went in there searching for the very first crystal that I bought, which was a rose quartz. And my healing began with self-love for myself.
Gotcha.
And so I took Reiki 1 in 2012, in 2013 for myself. So I got the session in 2012. In 2013, I took Reiki 1. There's 3 levels of Reiki.
Okay.
So Reiki 1 is all about self-healing. Reiki 2 is where you would want to now begin to share it with others, and charge. And then Reiki 3, which is the master level, is where you are able to teach it, and you become a Reiki master once you've taught it attuned.
Okay.
We call it attunement. So Reiki 1 attunement, Reiki 2 attunement, and Reiki 3 attunement.
Okay.
And then the master is when you've taught at least one person and attuned them.
Oh, that's cool. How long does it take you for each stages to complete?
It's an individual process.
Gotcha. And does it have to be approved by a Reiki master? Is that just something that you say, okay, I'm ready for?
Yeah, how would you know you're ready?
Yeah.
So when you take Reiki 1 or Reiki 2 or Reiki 3, you're asking for a shift. So you're asking to transform your life. You're I say that it's empowering, transformational. You're gonna shift. And so it's gonna allow you to purge things that need to come up and to be healed.
Gotcha.
Limiting beliefs, how you were brought up. So it's an individual journey. Some Reiki masters teach it on a weekend. I personally don't do it that way.
I gotcha.
I will teach, the first attunement, and I will ask the student to, be with that. And when they're ready, whether it's 6 months, a year, then we can talk about Reiki 2 and so forth. So I had, in January, I did a Reiki 1 attunement, and the young lady's ready to do a Reiki 2, and we're going to get to do that this month in July.
All right, cool.
So, she's done her work as well, besides coming to me to do Reiki. She's been doing her meditation, her yoga. So she's been on a healing journey as well, and she's ready to share it.
So with Reiki 1, everything that weighs down on your soul, do they have to tell you everything?
They don't.
But would it help them, though, in the long run?
We have, the class is about 5 hours. So they will, I see the class as a sacred, spiritual ceremony, initiation, activation, attunement.
Yeah.